Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our third Red, White, and Blue Heroes podcast.
Today we're covering the Amazon warrior,
Wonder Woman! Born of Paradise Island. Wonder Woman was created in 1941. Well, she made her first appearance in 1941.
Okay.
And has become one of the most iconic female superheroes in history as she journeys away from her homeland, helped to end World War II with Steve Trevor, and later faced cosmic threats to Earth with the Justice League.
Yes. Yes, you know how much we love Wonder Woman in every form of media. Comics, the original TV show with Linda Carter, the live-action movie, the animated series, every version is like, yay!
There's one version I must mention, and this version, I don't know when the movie came out because it was quite a while ago, but I think it was like maybe the very early 70s, definitely before Linda Carter's Wonder Woman movie. There was a Wonder Woman movie that starred Crosby. I can't remember her first name, but I think I'm almost positive she was one of Bing Crosby's daughters. And she did a version where Wonder Woman had a cape, she had a red, white, and blue outfit, and I don't think that movie was well received.
Yeah.
If you guys, any of you know about this movie in more definiteness than I do, please update us in the comments below. I think that as far as the live action version Persona did not become very popular until Linda Carter portrayed her in the TV series.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure it is either because I can't even find it on here. I see a 74 film, but that's I don't... Is that it?
That's
okay.
It.
Okay, that was it then.
That's
it. Yeah, the one we know the most when it for TV is like someone Linda Carter.
Right, except for comic book aficionados who either were here in 41 when she first appeared, or who are true comic book purists and they've gone back to that starting issue forward. The majority of us relate to her from the Linda Carter appearance.
Right. And it was a made-for-TV movie. That's why. Okay, yeah, because I had never heard of that.
Kathy Lee Crosby, yes. And that actually is one of Bing Crosby's daughters.
Okay. Now...
And as you can see, the outfit was definitely different from what she wore in the comic book.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost looks like something on a whole other character. Mm-hmm. So it looked like they had a different take on Wonder Woman at that point before they did the TV series.
Right, and she was also blonde.
Oh, what the heck?
She was also blonde.
Okay.
So. But we are talking about the one that we all know and love.
Well, both,
the original incarnation.
Yeah.
Right? As she was meant to be.
Right.
As she was designed to be taken.
Right.
And we know that through the years there have been costume changes. There have been different versions of her, like during the feminist movement, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and so forth. But I think that the version that she's culminated in with Gal Gadot is awesome and terrific.
Absolutely.
And it couldn't have ended up in a more better place than Wonder Woman is now.
Right.
So bravo, DC.
Right. And I think the most interesting thing about the character's history, besides, everything else, not putting down any other parts of history, but I think one of the most amazing things about it, and no one really seems to talk about it, even when they did a movie about it, that the creator of Wonder Woman, actually one of them was a man, and his wife, and I guess it was a sort of what type of relationship? Yeah, it was a sister-wife type relationship with another woman, and together they created Wonder Woman. But he's the one that kind of put forth the idea and had all the traits that you have, and someone says, okay, make her a woman, and then that's what happened. Okay. And there was even a movie that was released called I forgot what the first part was called, and the Wonder Women, whatever the guy's name is, and the Wonder Women, and I was looking forward to seeing it because I really wanted to see about the guy who made it, and I can't even find that movie. There were no advertisements. No, I couldn't find it in Redbox. I could only find it on Amazon and either stream or buy because it's like the movie doesn't exist, and I thought that was just crazy. It was William Moulton Marston, who's also the writer of the comics as well.
Okay. So that's real interesting. I would love to see the movie. It doesn't matter to me that the character was created by a man. What matters is what she envelops, what she represents, and how she's changed through the decades and become the awesomeness that she is now. But I really would love to see the origin story of how these people came up with her and the ideas and maybe what they had before the final product what motivated them to create this character, all of that would be absolutely wonderful to learn.
Right. And we've also seen her in the animated form with the Justice League series.
Which is my favorite animated version of her, yes.
Right. And we had her, and they even did a shout out to the Linda Carter series by having one episode where you got to see how she transforms or gets on the costume, and she spun, and they had the whole sound effect and a hint of the original theme in the background.
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh.
And I loved Wonder Bat.
Yeah.
For that version. Yes, I love Wonder Bat.
Oh, and we also got to mention Linda Carter was in the Disney movie Sky High, playing Principal Powers. And then the ultimate thing was when she said, "Do you think I can keep track of all of you? I'm not Wonder Woman, you know."
And she made an appearance as the President of the United States in the CW series Supergirl.
Yes, that is absolutely right. We're like, oh my gosh.
So it's wonderful how she's well loved in all her incarnations and the people who have played her. So this is great.
Right.
This is just a great podcast.
Yes. And she was also in the Lego movie as playing. She was in the Lego form of Lego Batman and all the Justice League. We know she was in the Super Friends, was a Hanna-Barbera series long before they had Justice League. And of course, you had her debut in the DC Universe live action, the Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Where she dominated the movie.
Yeah,
I like this movie, unlike critics and most people. I like this movie a lot. The only part I didn't like was the fight scene between Superman and Batman, where it seemed they were all going to kill each other. But she dominated in her small appearance that they made for her. She dominated and made herself a force to be reckoned with. And this is why she has her own movie now.
Right.
Now, let's not also forget the animated movie made for her where she was voiced by Kerry Russell.
Yes. Oh, yeah. She was in a ton of the DC animated movies that she got different changes. But yeah, the one, I think it was in 2009, I think.
That's it.
Yeah, and I'm sorry we haven't even seen that yet.
Yes, we did finally see it.
Oh man, I forgot.
Yeah,
I think because we've seen so many of the animated movies in that universe that it's kind of like, wait, which one is it again? So yeah, and then like you said, she's got her own movie in 2017, and then appeared in Justice League, where nobody did anything ever somehow in a Justice League movie. I don't know how you managed that, but you did.
And let's not forget the DC shorts, where there was a version of Wonder Woman that was pretty kick-ass. I love that version
and the
of her.
style of it. Yeah, if you go online and for a DC Nation short, type in the Wonder Woman one. You will love it. It's very well done.
And also watch our podcast where we discuss the DC shorts.
Exactly. Yeah, so Wonder Woman is definitely an iconic superhero for everybody throughout the years, since the time she was created to now. No matter where she's in, what she's in, television, film, animation, live action, comics, merchandise, she is iconic no matter what. Even if they change her a little bit because of the time period, like we've seen her take either different appearances, or her role will slightly change because of the time. We have no problem with it because we know it was going to change at some point later and bring it back to what made her great in the first place.
The two things I want to point out is, one is her original backstory, where we learned that Nubia was her sister.
Yeah.
And she trained with her mom. And for some reason, this character hasn't been brought up in any of the incarnations, and it would be nice to see that maybe appear somewhere. And number two,
and what was the other thing? Besides, I guess we have to mention that they're supposed to be in development of a sort of origin series, kind of like what Gotham was. It was an origin for Batman, and they've got Krypton for not technically Superman, but his grandfather, I think, or his great-grandfather. So now they say they want to do a Paradise Island series. They just call it Paradise, for the origin of Wonder Woman.
Maybe it'll come up in there. That would be great.
Right, yeah. Since both series seem to be doing well, yeah, maybe you could do that.
And the greatest thing about this is, I love when we started seeing the updated animated movies where the characters are looking different in the animation.
Yeah.
Where they had little boys who wanted to be Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
And they wanted to be strong like her and fearless like that and have her characteristics. And I thought that was awesome. And then one of the dads came out and said, "I love you, Wonder Woman!" The Wonder Woman outfit. And I loved it because that is what she represents. She represents all these characteristics and traits and values and virtues for everyone, not just women, but anyone who can relate to her and see what it is she is comprised of, mentally, physically, psychologically, everything. Just relating to her,
right?
Whomever you are, makes you Wonder Woman.
Yes. And we can't express how much we love this character. We love Linda Carter. We love the newest Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot. Yes, and her appearances in the movies, the animated forms, the Lego forms, every single version we are ecstatic about, and can't wait to see more of her for years to come.
Looks like there was only one time there was backlash for her, and as I mentioned, during this time in the 60s when she had a more feminist appearance and attitude, and then instead of her being strong the way she was, they had her being trained by a man and directed by a man, which didn't really go well over for the audiences during that time.
Right, she wasn't as strong as her previous incarnation. She was more like Steve Trevor, which was there anyway, but it wasn't to the extent where her whole character is just that. So.
Right, and then they went back to what worked was making her Wonder Woman, not feminist Wonder Woman. And she's being awesome.
Ever since, yes. So, let us know what you think of Wonder Woman in the comments.
Yes, and what is your favorite incarnation? Or is it the animated version or a particular animated series version? Is it one of the live action versions? Are you a purist and you love the comics from her first appearance in 41 and that's your favorite version? Tell us your favorite Wonder Woman moments, regardless of what media it's in the comments below.
Yes, and tune in tomorrow for our next Red, White, and Blue Heroes podcast. I'm Ask Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.
And reporters sitting flashing lights, trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you want to do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. With her in my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket, give it to you.